Ron.
Shabbat shalom, guys.
Shabbat shalom to Rabbi and Ron and Solel. It's wonderful to be with you again this evening. So we're going to begin, as we always do, with some sort of Zmira. So Ron, what is our first song?
I was thinking, since we're in the spirit of Passover, I'm starting off our service today with Hallelu. Could be a nice, joyous way to start. We're free. We've done it. Hallelu, Hallelu, Hallelu. Hallelu, Hallelu, Hallelu. Hallelu, Hallelu, Hallelu. Hallelu, Hallelu, Hallelu. Kol hanshama tilaleya. Hallelu, Hallelujah. Kol hanshama tilaleya. Hallelu, Hallelujah. Hallelu, Hallelu, Hallelu. Hallelu, Hallelu, Hallelu. Hallelu, 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 Hallelujah. Hallelu, Hallelu, Hallelu. Kol hanshama til haleya. Hallelu, Hallelujah. Kol hanshama til haleya. Hallelu, Hallelujah. Hallelu, Hallelu, Hallelu. Hallelu. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Yeah, that's a beautiful way to sing praises to God. And let's now continue that by lighting our Shabbat candles. And together, as we bring the serenity and the peace into our hearts and into our souls, we say together, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And as we welcome Shabbat into our homes and into our lives, we remember that next Friday night we'll have our regular service, but next Saturday night, a week Saturday, is Pesach, Passover, the beginning of a very special holiday. Yay, and I have all my matzah ready. I have boxes and boxes of matzah and matzah crumbs all over my house already, and I haven't even started. So there's so many stories about Passover, and I just got a delightful story from PJ Library about what a true hero is. And some of you may know about this person, and some of you may not. So this goes back to about 3,000 years ago, a long, long time ago, in the day when Pharaoh ruled and the pyramids cast their shadows over Egypt. There was an Israelite slave named Nachshon. Nachshon's parents and grandparents, even his great-great-grandparents, had lived as slaves. But Nachshon still knew that way, way before all that, his family had been free. And every night, Nachshon dreamed of being free again. From dawn until dusk, until the midday sun of the desert rays burned his back, Nachshon's father and brother toiled and worked, mixing straw and mud into bricks. It was very hard. But Nachshon would slip past the taskmasters and he'd smuggle in cool drinking water for them. Neither the Egyptian taskmasters nor the Pharaoh scared the young boy, and his family began calling him Brave Nachshon. When Pharaoh and his royal courtiers arrived in the city, most slaves fled in fear, but not Nachshon. He trailed behind and he spied on them. Whatever Nachshon learned, he reported to the Israelite elders. Soon everybody began calling him Brave Nachshon. Nachshon, though, had one fear. In the evening, when most of the slaves took a cool swim in the Nile River, Nachshon stood anxiously on the edge. He put his toes into the water and he trembled. Some days he even imagined a giant crocodile grabbing his legs. And other days he pictured himself sinking slowly into the river's bottom, as though bricks were tied to his ankles. The other slaves began calling him Brave Nachshon, who is afraid of the water. When Nachshon grew old enough, the taskmasters demanded that he join his father and brothers in working in the quarries. Each day was long and hard and dusty, and the years passed so very slowly. And as much as he always dreamed of freedom, Nachshon feared he might always be a slave. Just when Nachshon began to give up hope, a stranger arrived, promising freedom to the Israelites. News of the visitor spread like a sandstorm. Nachshon ran to the river bank to join the crowd waiting to hear him speak. His name was Moses. He says he's an Israelite, but he was raised in the royal palace until Pharaoh learned his true identity. And then Moses had to run away. But Moses said that God has sent him back to Egypt to demand our freedom. Nachshon's heart leaped at the sight of Moses' face that glowed like the sun, and his eyes glistened like the stars. He held a sapphire blue staff carved in the shape of a serpent. Though he spoke haltingly, his message was clear. You must have faith that freedom is possible, Moses proclaimed, holding his staff toward the heaven. Real freedom means trusting in God. Real freedom means believing in yourself. That evening, their hope renewed, the Israelite slaves played in the cool waters of the Nile. Brave Nachshon, come and celebrate with us. Even today, with the possibility of freedom, don't be afraid. But Nachshon hesitated, and Moses saw Nachshon's hesitation, and he walked over to Nachshon and whispered in the boy's ear, real freedom means facing your fears and overcoming them. Nachshon looked at the river and repeated the words to himself, overcoming my own fear. It took all his courage just to dip his toes into the water and just splash a little bit of water on his body. The very next morning, Moses approached the Pharaoh and demanded freedom for the Israelites. Pharaoh's heart was hard. He not only rejected the plea, he made the Israelites work even harder. But Moses told the people, don't give up hope. God will send the signs, the plagues over Egypt, to soften Pharaoh's heart. When God sent locusts, Nachshon picked every insect off the few garden vegetables in his family's small garden. The plague did not frighten Nachshon. When God sent frogs, Nachshon caught a pair of the frogs and let his nephews and nieces play with them. When God made the land pitch black with light only in the Israelite homes, Nachshon ventured outside to check on all the people. The plagues were being horrible to the people of Egypt. But finally, Pharaoh had to give in, and he told Moses to quickly take all the Israelites and leave. And Nachshon packed with his family as quickly as possible, without even letting the bread to rise. The Israelites headed to the Sea of Reeds, and they camped on the shores. Suddenly, in the distance, they heard the drumming noise. First, it sounded like rain, and then like a swarm of hornets, and then like a herd of gazelles. Nachshon ran to the top of the small cliff and looked in the direction of the noise. It was the sound of chariots. The Egyptians are coming, he cried. The Israelites wept with fear. They were trapped between the approaching Egyptians and the Sea of Reeds. Nachshon knew what he must do. Moses' words echoed in Nachshon's head. Real freedom means trusting in God. Real freedom means believing in yourself. Real freedom means overcoming your fears. Nachshon slowly stepped into the sea. The water rose from his toes to his ankles, to his waist, to his shoulders, to his chin, to his lips. Nachshon silently repeated, face your fears, have faith. And just as the water was about to cover over his face, a miracle occurred. Moses lifted his staff to the heavens, and a strong east wind pushed back the water, creating a dry path along the sea. All the Israelites joined Nachshon and walked with him to freedom. When they reached the opposite shore, the Israelites broke into song, but Nachshon simply waded in the sea and let the cool waters remind him that he was free, free from slavery and free from his fears. And that is a true hero, the story of Nachshon. So, Ron, shall we do a happy birthday song and celebrate all our little heroes and heroines and birthday seniors and juniors of Beit Sefer Solel and Solel Synagogue?
I think we can do that. Lovely story, by the way. That's a really good one. I like that. Yom Huledek Sameach.
Woo!
Nice. Yom Huledek Sameach.
Woo!
Yom Huledek Sameach.
Woo!
Woohoo! Yom Huledek Sameach.
Woo! All right, so I think we might have time for a couple of more Passover songs. So,
Sure.
Rabbi Ron, choices.
I was thinking you started off talking about all the matzah you have, and you've actually shared, I think, some of your matzah with us and our family. We have lots of matzah now, too. So there's this song called the Afikomen Mumbo, and it's a new one, actually. I wanted to, well, new for us, new for Solel. I wanted to bring it over you guys, so...
Yeah, you're going to be with us Sunday morning in junior school, and we may be learning that again, too. That's
exactly.
great.
So this is a good pre-practice for it. It goes like this. Oh, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. And then you would clap kind of in the middle there, but we don't have to do that now. Sorry, gotta get this page to stay. Just like that. Let's try it one more time. And you would go, I'm gonna find it. Oh, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the Afikomen. Every year at Pesach time, we eat the matzah, we drink the wine. We ask 4 questions, we one by one. But before the Seder's done, oh, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Oh, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the Afikomen. We eat charoset. We eat charoset, we dip harpas. We tell the story of Exodus. The bitter herbs, they make my eyes go cross. But when I find the Afikomen, oh, I am the boss. 'Cause I'm gonna find it. Oh, I'm gonna find it. Oh, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the Afikomen. Now you can hide it on the table, you can hide it in a box, you can underneath the stereo or in the kitchen clock, you can put it in your pocket in under the TV, but you can't hide the Afikomen from me. So you sing it now. I'm gonna find it. Oh, I'm gonna find it. Oh, I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna find the Afikomen. Now everyone knows the Seder's not done until we taste the Afikomen. And when I find it, I'll articulate the terms of which we shall negotiate. 'Cause I'm gonna find it. Oh, I'm gonna find it. Oh, I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna find the Afikomen.
Excellent. So
That's a
I
great
have to
song.
ask.
I love it. That's written by a friend of mine, Rabbi Joe Black.
Joe Black.
And I remember Joe Black when I was much younger. He was on a little TV show in Chicago called The Magic Door, and he used to do what you're doing, Ron. He would sing Jewish songs to the kids, and the only thing was that he was dressed up as a tiny elf.
So we expect you to come as a tiny elf next time. So I've got to ask, when we do our Seders, Ron is our designated hider of the matzah. As my oldest grandchild,
Oh, yes.
he hides the Afikomen. Who in your house hides the Afikomen, Rabbi?
In my house, it's either me or Phil, whoever is doing that portion of the Seder, and we're pretty good at hiding. So sometimes it takes quite a long time to find the afikoman.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
it does.
There are
Sometimes they never
places
find
I'd
the
say-
afikoman.
Yeah, you don't want to hide it inside the DVD slot. There are places perhaps you don't want to hide it, but
Back in
other
the
than
toilet.
afikoman, great dessert, that's what it means. And there are
to the
three jobs for young people: finding the afikoman, saying the 4 questions, and letting in Eliyahu Hanavi, Elijah the prophet. Big role for our children at our seders. Absolutely. So before we finish with our last Pesach song, Rabbi, any announcements for our congregants who are attending tonight?
Well, it is Pesach coming up, so we want to remind you that it's time to start preparing for Pesach. We've been sending out lots of information about how to get ready for Seder. We'd love to have you join us for our second Seder on Zoom, which is Sunday the 28th at 6 o'clock. We'd also love to have you join us for our Pesach morning services. The 28th is first morning of Pesach at 10 a.m. We're going to be on our live stream right where you're finding us tonight for our first day Pesach service, 6 p.m. Seder. And then the following Shabbat, actually, because last day of Pesach falls out on Shabbat this year, Friday night, Saturday morning, Pesach services, Shabbat services in Yisker. So lots of things going on, trying to get ready. I hope that you've all been working on the boxes that you've got delivered from the synagogue. And thank you also to the Federation and preparing your Seder plates. And maybe you're using some of the greens that you started growing with the Tu B'Shvat box.
Yeah, absolutely. And some of you have been sending in pictures of your Seder plates, and they're posting it on the UJA website. So any parents, if you have those plates, please take a picture, send them to me at my email address, and I'm forwarding them to Federation to show all the beautiful plates that Solel has made. As well, an early mazel tov for you. Tomorrow, your daughter is becoming a bat mitzvah, so mazel tov, 3 down. Now you work on the weddings, right? That's what my mother, may she rest in peace, always used to say. All right, so Ron, our closing Zmira for our second last service before Pesach, because we will have one next Friday as well.
Yes, you brought up some of the plagues in your story, and I think 2 weeks ago we covered some of them. So I wanted to go over just the first 5 real quick. If I'm seeing any of the students, any of you guys on Sunday, we're going to cover the last 5 and another song. And you would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. Blood in the water made the river run red. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Pharaoh should have listened to what God said. 10 plagues in Egypt land. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. Frogs were jumping in Pharaoh's hair. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Pharaoh didn't like it, but the frogs didn't care. 10 plagues in Egypt land. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. Creepy, crawly, itchy lice. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Mess with the Holy One, you better think twice. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. Get the wild beast so scary and loud. 10 plagues in Egypt land. But Pharaoh he was, still too proud. 10 plagues, we're gonna count backwards. You're gonna go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 plagues in Egypt. Part of that way, right? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 plagues in Egypt land. The cattle and the horses and the oxen, they died. 10 plagues in Egypt land. I won't give up, old Pharaoh, he cried. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues. Backwards. I said 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 plagues in Egypt land. I said 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 plagues in Egypt land. First 5. We'll cover the rest next time I see you guys.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
So we'll see you all at services. I hope some of you Friday night, Saturday, Sunday at school, and just everybody do your Pesach shopping, get rid of all those. We've got that feather duster, the candle, the wooden spoon, clean out every bit of chametz, all those regular chametz crumbs out of your house. Do some spring cleaning. So Have a wonderful week. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.